What's going now?
You get I ain't got much. I Thankfully, it's not only day like history.
Right. At the rehearsal, for the church or for the school?
For the school.
Oh, I was gonna say, because father didn't.
If you want to come see it, I'll be on the leave between March 6th and 7th p.m. and March 8th. It's been, I didn't do late on It's something, I guess.
I'm about to call to order the February 18th City Council meeting of Martin's Ferry. Would you stand for a pledge of the flag, prayer by the clerk, and remain standing for a silent prayer for Reverend Jesse Jackson. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, we ask your blessing tonight on this council meeting. Grant our city leaders the wisdom, patience, and understanding to make the best decisions for our city and its people. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. We have a roll call, please.
Yes. Mr. Hunker. Here. Mr. Eschman.
Here.
Mr. Smay.
Here.
Mr. Roby. Mr. Harris.
Here.
Reverend Agnew.
Here.
Mr. Schramm.
Here.
Mr. Roby is on vacation. He's not here. Gentlemen, I have a couple of things we got to take care of before council meeting. I'd like to have a motion to change the order of business.
I don't.
Motion by Mr. Schramm, seconded by Mr. Smay. All in favor?
Aye.
Mayor, you want to go ahead?
You want to do Mr. Flanagan first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I have, we have a new sergeant we need to swear in today. Mr. Carpenter, if you come forward, please. You know, it's always great when we get to promote from within. It's just a great thing for the whole city because they know the people in Houston. You know, everybody knows everybody and they know our officers, so it's always great. I mean, it's an honor for me to do this, and I've got to do it several times. So I'd like to swear you in at this time. Could you raise your hand, please? I, Dave Carpenter, do promise to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, the laws of the state of Ohio, the ordinances of the city of Martin's Ferry, and will fulfill the duties, obligation of sergeant of the Martin's Ferry Police Department as outlined in the rules and regulations of the Martin's Ferry Police Department to the best of my ability, so help me God. I do. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
I'm going to get him up here first. Yeah. Also, we have a politician running for office, Mr. Kevin Flanagan, would like to introduce himself. Kevin, would you like to stand and introduce yourself?
Thank you. As Mr. Wallace said, my name is Kevin Flanagan, and I'm seeking the position of judge for the Belmont County Court of Common Pleas. It is a position being vacated by Judge Vavra, and so there will be an election in May for that seat. I did ask council, and I do appreciate their ability to allow me to introduce myself to you and a little bit of my background and not keep you. First of all, I started in Belmont County about 33 years ago first working for Frank Pearson Bob Court for a couple of years, and then moved on to be an assistant prosecutor under them. Actually, when I started, I believe, if the memory serves correct, and maybe you can help me, I believe we had Chief Pack Chief. Is that our chief way back when? And now it is honestly my honor to be here with a bunch of the younger officers, and they are the ones honestly that keep me invigorated for the job. For the last 5 years, I've had the honor and the privilege of serving as your prosecutor, and so I've worked a number of cases, obviously, with Chief West and his officers, but it is the experience that I've amassed in the last 31 years that brings me to seek the position of Court of Common Pleas judge. As I had indicated, I started out with Frank Pearson Bob Quirk in 92, 93, became a full-time assistant prosecutor in 95. Born and raised in Belmont County, grew up in Bel Air, went to St. John's, still live in Bel Air. And then after that, I took a position in a law firm, which allowed me to do some acting judge work. Done that for about 12 years, and then moved on to become the chief assistant prosecutor in Belmont County. In 2020, I ran for the position, and that is the position that I now hold. As I had indicated before, been at this job for 31 years. When you do this job for 31 years, there's not much more that you can say. You can't make any promises, because ultimately your record is your resume. And so for the last 31 years, whatever we have built up, and I say we, because it's guys like Chief West and these individuals that have had the privilege to work with, that have helped me essentially formulate my resume in order to present to you and ask that you consider me for the Court of Common Pleas position. So with that being said, if there are any questions about my history, my background, I can answer those. But again, Mr. Mayor, I appreciate the opportunity to be able to come and speak to council and the gathering here today, especially on McCabe's Day, which again, we're close to the gate and could not be prouder. And I've cut my teeth with Barry and a bunch of the other guys.
Yeah, what party do you represent?
Republican.
You
It's the
Republican?
May 5 primary.
Thank you, Mr. Flanagan.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We're back to the regular order of business. We had the minutes that were sent to you. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, they'll stand approved as received. Do we have any petitions or correspondence? No. Mayor, you have your floor.
Okay, I just have a few things. We had a lot of water breaks lately we're working on, 4 or 5 in the last couple of days. It's that time of the year, so the guys are out there doing what they gotta do and keeping everybody in water, getting them back as fast as we can. You have a couple ordinances on your desk, and I know that I, as well as probably most of you, hate to suspend the rules on these ordinances here. The one about the gas and oil lease, we actually need that done so Paul can get that over to Jared from the Purple Land Management or whatever. And the others for snow removal. We do have a problem with when it does snow. We have, and mainly there's lots, they're pounding this snow out on the street, which is, it kind of causes a hazard for the residents, and it causes a big problem with our snow plows, because if they plow it out there and that freezes, and we go to plow it off the road a little bit more, it just tears our plows up. So, you know, if you guys can pass them, I'd appreciate it, or at least consider passing them tonight. And then if we can get a utility meeting scheduled, we have some issues that we want to discuss with the utility committee so we can move forward with things that we believe that we have to get done. So, other than that, I have nothing else, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mayor. Any questions for the mayor? Mr. Sutak.
Thank you, Mr. President. I won't speak very long. Just a couple things. We're still progressing with our water plant upgrades. One of our filter beds is almost to the point of being completely finished, with the inserts, the bridges in. Now we are going to start next week. The company will come back in and they'll put the different types of median in there that filter the water through our filter beds. So that'll probably take a week to maybe 10 days to layer that in. Some of it will be blown in, some will be actually hand put with 50-pound bags. They'll bring them in and have to put them in our filter beds as a special application. That's pretty much the only way that can be done the right way. And the medium we're putting in is going to be the good, real, right medium that I guess in the past they said we might have not put exactly what was supposed to be put in there, but for sure this time it will be. And I'm not saying it wasn't, that's just kind of things that some have said, but we made sure with the company that we are going to put the best and right stuff in. So pretty much other than that, our ozone equipment, we put that in once our filter beds and everything are done, and we need to do some maybe reapplying some things to get our ozone equipment in, because there's a very technical piece of equipment. So when that one filter bed's done, if anybody, I'll call around and see if anybody wants to come and look and see what all has been done, so you'll know. Once that filter bed's done, we'll operate it for probably a week to 10 days to make sure everything's good. The company will stay there as it's being operated with the backwash and so on. From there, then we will go and start draining the other filter bed and getting everything in process like we did with the first filter bed. Other than that, I have nothing else, except for one thing. I'm gonna ask council, and I'm gonna give it to Mr. Hunker since he's right there. We have a purchase order that needs to be approved for $279,925. And what this is the contract with Quicksall National Limestone for doing the Beretta Road Dutch Hill. So Jack, are you here? So we need to get that approved by council to go ahead and continue with the Beretta Road Dutch Hill project. So hand it over to Mr. Hunker, who the council can approve that. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me, but that's our portion of the project, okay? It's not the full project cost because we have grants and so on for that project, and that is the city and the township's portion of the project, Dutch Hill and Beretta Road. And hopefully now that the weather is breaking, they can hurry up and start getting more and more things done on the Beretta Road project. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little longer than I thought. The Overhill and the Northridge Road project, we're gonna be starting a little more things on that two projects. So that'll be starting now that the weather's moving, hopefully getting better, I should say, and no more 19 inches of snow and sub-0 degree temperatures, so we can get those projects started and get them moved on, and those projects definitely need to be done and get taken care of. You want me to touch base real quick on the water line? The hospital? No, okay. Other than that, I have nothing else.
Any questions for Mr. Sutak?
How much did you say it was? How much did you say you wanted the purchase order? How much was it?
How much was the purchase order?
The purchase order, $279,925.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Before we get to the auditor, Sergeant Carpenter, your family and everything here, if you want to leave or stay, whatever you want to do, if you want to leave, that's fine. That's what you're quite welcome to do that.
Thank you all.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Barry.
Good to see you, Barry.
Thank you. Later, Barry.
Take care. K-A-D.
K-A-D-E.
Huh?
K-A-D-E.
KAD.
K-A-D. Yeah.
Nobody can hear us.
Okay, Mr. Regis?
I really gonna have any reports tonight, last year's statements, cash out. Other than that, I don't really have anything.
Any questions for Mr. Regis? Mr. Stecker, you have anything?
No report, you have the two ordinances for consideration. I think we'll need the 72-hour rule.
Yes, we will, okay. Chief West is out in the hall. Chief Smith, I don't see him here. Ms. Yesso?
We've been busy this week. All right, so 37 letters of violation went out for sanitation issues or code violations. They've all been given a 7-day notice. What's important is I included kind of a copy of what's being administered to everyone now who is in violation for code, sanitation, safety issues, so you have a copy so that you know now what the correspondence looks like. There was also tied to code and safety. There is a meeting that has been set up for you to view a platform software to help move the city forward from a technology perspective when it comes to permits, businesses registering if they're a construction company, if there's a vacant property. So I know that I sent out an email for some of you to look at the platform, and then the company is sending out a link for a meeting invite so that you can experience it firsthand. Second, we have to discuss a pallet situation. So when we talk about sanitation, we have a lot of businesses in town that all of their goods are shipped on wood pallets. They don't have a way of disposing of them. Our sanitation department doesn't pick them up, but we need to establish some type of precedence for them to dispose of the pallets. We have businesses that have over 200 pallets sitting on property, and unfortunately it is an eyesore as they are in our downtown community. So I would like to tap City Council with either coming up with an ordinance that businesses are required for disposing of their pallets.
Melissa, isn't there companies that buy those pallets?
There are. And matter of fact, our fire chief gave me 3 companies locally that any of our businesses can call. They will come and pick up the pallets as they use the pallets. Those businesses have been shared with the surrounding businesses that have a plethora of pallets on their property, and none of the businesses have called to have their pallets removed. So, without any type of recommendation, I turn to City Council to help come up with some type of process, as more and more companies are shipping on pallets and we have no way of disposing. And now they're becoming housing for garments.
That's right.
So,
I know that Lowe's has a free pallet program, at least in some areas. I've never gone to Lowe's here. So if a private person is in need of a pallet for whatever reason, which I've done in the past, you can go to Lowe's and pick them up for free. And I'm like, well, this is free wood. This is free pallets. Not that I do it very much. Is there a way we could potentially designate a lot in the city where we could centralize these things and either citizens could come pick them up for free, or if we get overwhelmed, we could sell them and make money off of the sales?
So the one thing that I definitely do not want to ask of our sanitation department is to put it on them to remove those pallets. At the end of the day, I think that it should be the business's responsibility for dealing with the pallets. If the city has the ability to take the pallets and burn the pallets, great. But what I've come to experience over the last 2 weeks is the lack of concern or interest in the businesses in dealing with them. One, you can see right across the street, they have over 40 pallets stacked along the side of the building. And it's an eyesore.
So could you talk to any company that's interested in buying the pallets at all?
So no one is interested in buying the pallets. They're interested in coming and taking the pallets. For example, Belmont College uses them in their wood shop
Okay,
facility and said they would be more than happy to come and take whatever pallets the businesses would be willing to give away. The businesses have to call. The businesses have not called.
okay. So are you gonna send out notices and explain to them that, Belmont, College is interested in
We
taking a
already
pallet?
did that.
And no response.
No response.
So you need legislation basically.
Yeah, I need something
To
added
remove
to
the
the
pilots
sanitation
and-
ordinances
yeah, they're-
specifically outlining that pallets are not permitted to be, look, TMK has over 200 pallets and they've been sitting on the property for over a year. The dairy has over 100 pallets. Who was I talking to? We were just talking about the pallets on the dairy. At the end of the day, they, one, are a blight for the community, but two, they are a breeding ground for varmints. And the surrounding businesses should not have to deal with them paying for pest control because our business owners choose not to deal with them.
United Dairy utilizes their pilots to ship their product on, the ones that are sitting out in front. Yeah, they get tractor trailers in probably every other week. And they stack them on their lot, then they transfer them inside. Some of these other places, you have one here, you have one across the street. There's a place down on First Street in the old J. Allen Steel Building. They'll take all the pallets you can get, they remanufacture them, they resell them. I can get you the gentleman's number tomorrow, and he'll go up there and pick them up. All they have to do is say, okay, I know that these people over here would gladly give them to you, because they called the recycling, want to know if I needed any, but of course, once again, I don't want 100 of them around. To answer your question, Mr. Smay, no, we're not gonna take pilot skids, because what happens is, we did it on First Street, next thing you know, we had couches and beds and everything else. That's why we don't do it anymore. We allow them to bring it down for the bonfire for the school. That week, they're allowed to bring it down, we dig a hole, they throw them in a hole, they use the bonfire, and we clean it up. But, half our lot down there is covered with trash after we started taking pilots. And it took, what, 2 years to stop that? Yeah, we're not gonna start that again, that was crazy.
I think Belmont College is the best way to go.
The fire chief gave me 3 different companies. We provided
Yeah.
all 3 companies to the businesses.
All
The
they
reality
need
is
is
we
push.
don't have anything specifically outlining pallets.
So you need an ordinance?
I would like for there to be some type of ordinance passed specifically outlining the disposal of pallets. Because see, from a sanitation perspective, I can't ask and rely on our city workers to deal with them. That is not right, it's not considered trash
No,
in
we're
the
not
general
taking
sense.
them,
We have no place to take them, to store them, or anything, so.
nor the personnel to pick them
Right.
up.
And unfortunately, that will be the feedback that I get is, well, Marks Ferry Sanitation doesn't take them. So I need something specifically that outlines that it is the responsibility
Okay.
of the businesses to dispose of their pallets.
Mayor?
CSO, can you name everything that you want in this ordinance, so we're not back here next week because somebody else put something else out there, and then next week, so we have one ordinance that'll govern,
Furniture would be the next thing. And this week alone, and I'm gonna call on Mr. Schramm, because I was actually at his house this week looking at several surrounding properties. The trash ordinance, we need to be a little bit more strict on, and Andy, that's where I'm gonna ask for the sanitation guys to start reporting that if they are picking up trash where they aren't using trash cans, I want to know. If they are putting out their trash a week in advance, I want to know. Because it is not on our city employees to have to pick up 30 bags of trash that has been rooted through by raccoons and rats. We've made it very clear that they have to have trash cans. And unfortunately, a lot of the properties are rentals.
With lids, right?
With lids.
With lids.
Yes.
And preferably an attached lid. Our sanitation workers should not have, the house that is across the street from Mr. Schramm, I was there on Friday, they already had 6 bags sitting outside on the sidewalk, not in a trash receptacle. I drove by this morning because I gave them 7 days, and they had 30 bags sitting out on the sidewalk. Now, why is it fair for the residents in that area to 1, look at it for over a week, but 2, for it to not be in trash cans, and 3, for our city workers to have to go on Thursday when trash is picked up, and it has been rooted through by what's the word I'm like? Varmints. It needs to stop.
Is there, excuse me just a minute, is it not in the ordinance that when you put your garbage can out in front, it has to be put away after it's picked up?
Yeah, except our,
I know there's a lot of that it's,
unfortunately, our residents, especially those, and there are 37 in these files that are all rentals. And none of them are held accountable for irresponsibility of, and blatant disregard for our code. Now, yes, am I going to contact the landlords? Absolutely. But then we're relying on the landlords to actually tell them that they have to do what they're supposed to do. And they don't care, because they don't have to see it.
Did they ever think of getting a neighborhood dumpster where you don't have to deal with that?
So, that is going to be my other request of city council today to entertain. I would like a dumpster budget. So I have personally paid for 2 dumpsters myself for houses to clean up their trash. I do think that it is in the best interest, at the discretion of the service director, the mayor, and myself, that if there is a property, and I will be carving out landlords, but if there is a property that needs help, I am not opposed to offering a handout if then after that they start maintaining their property. I think a lot of times people just don't know what to do or how to do it. And then they're on my list.
I agree with you, because there's people that's confused on a lot of things.
Yeah, I think that, I know 2 of our biggest offenders here, if we put dumpsters down there, they're gonna pay for them because they can both of them are quite wealthy. They're just greedy. And they rent to anybody and everybody.
Mr. Hunker?
I have a whole file just for one of them.
Mr. Hunker?
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed, and that was after our snow, the crows. With the people with no lids. If anything, that lid thing should be enforced completely. Because that's how you keep your varmints out.
I watched one of our city workers unfortunately pick up a trash bag and a rat run at it. And it freaked me out. So I can only imagine, with me being in the car, what the experience was like for him.
Yeah.
My point is, I think that I would appreciate, Andy, if they are not afraid to report who are their offenders. Because a lot of times I am not told until after the fact. And it is inappropriate.
Well, like I said, we talk and so on. Our sanitation guys are excellent in what they do, try to pick up bags and stuff. A lot of times if people do put a bag or 2 out that same morning that we're picking up, usually it's not an issue, okay? It's when the ones they put out Monday, they don't pick the trash up until Friday, they put a bunch of bags out. We do charge $3 additional for each bag that's put out, okay? They are allowed 3 30-gallon cans with lids, or 2 45-gallon containers with lids, okay? Any additional can or whatever, we do charge, because it's extra sanitation, and with the cost of the landfill and so on and so forth, we have to make that additional charge. On the situation of putting dumpsters, I don't think the city has the funding ability, Jack, to pay for dumpsters.
I got a feeling is that the people know the rules, and they're grown-ups.
Yeah.
Live by the rules.
Yeah.
And by the garbage sitting out, and they're going, varmints, and I appreciate the varmints, but I seen one of our guys years ago almost get stuck by a needle. Because people threw their insulin needles or whatever in there, and he almost grabbed on them, so that's dangerous too, when they put just bags out there and leave them lay.
I do agree with Mayor Davies that if we were to approve to our discretion, properties that need assistance with a dumpster. We used it on 3rd Street. They made an effort in cleaning up their trash. and I gave them 72 hours, and in the bitter cold and in the snow, they were cleaning up their property. But do I think that it's something that we would lend to landlords? No, absolutely not. You're collecting rent. You have more than enough money to deal with your own property. I am talking about, unfortunately, we have some elderly individuals that are challenged with maintaining their property, and I know that's unfortunate, but yes.
On those dumpsters, Mr. Sutak said that we didn't have the funding. So what I propose is that we rent them out.
We do rent them out. You could get a 4, 6, and 8 yard dumpster for a week, okay? We'll deliver it. When it's filled, you call us at the end of the week, or if it's filled before that, we will come and pick it up and dump. So what I'm saying, I think our 4 yard dumpster only, it starts at $100, $150 for a week, okay?
Could we make that permanent?
Huh?
Can we make, instead of weekly rentals, can we make that permanent? To where everyone in the neighborhood pays a small fee to rent the dumpster? Or say.
Everybody can rent the dumpster. Anybody in the city can rent the dumpster.
I mean, a
So that,
coalition.
you're talking a community dumpster.
Yes.
I think a community dumpster, in all fairness, is a bad idea for the community.
Because everybody will start throwing them in there, and that's the problem we have
And they'll
with
throw
dumpsters
things in there that our
there
dumpsters aren't permitted, like furniture. So that's the other, when you asked about ordinances. So the amount of furniture that we, and mattresses, that have started to appear, in trash pickup. Matter of fact, I took a picture on my way up here. There is a mattress that has been sitting on Indiana Street, on the sidewalk, for 3 weeks.
Well, can't they like lock it and get a key or something to where each resident has a key to the dumpster?
It's not beneficial, unfortunately, to the city, because what is being thrown in the dumpster is not what our city dumpsters are permitted to take. For example, they'll throw large couches. Our dumpsters are not for large couches. We have restriction as to what our dumpsters can be utilized.
Okay.
They'll throw paint cans, they'll throw construction material.
Yeah.
I
The mayor-
understand that.
How about if we do this, because I think what she's talking about, your elderly, they're a little less fortunate. You have some people pass away, they inherit the house and it's full of stuff. They may not be able to get rid of it and it's all over the place. So why don't we do that on a case by case, because I don't think you're gonna have that many. And then the other thing, Paul, would you be able to draft an ordinance on this business thing to encompass all these violations?
One would have it.
I think we need to probably have an ordinance committee meeting on it. We can certainly draft an ordinance. I think we do need to be cognizant of businesses that are using the pallets and just storing them temporarily versus what I will call junk pallets that have been used and the business doesn't have any intention of reusing them, and they just don't know what to do with them, so they're sitting there. Those, I think we can deal with. If a business is using it, and it's in a commercial area, I think we're kind of
stuck with them there. But again, any
So I
business,
think, because of those nuances, I think it would be worthwhile to have an ordinance committee meeting to sort of go over what the different options are, and then we can put something together.
Mr. Agnew, will you get your ordinance committee together and work with the law director and get things worked out? Thank you.
Okay, the
Oh,
second letter,
one thing on the mattresses, we do take mattresses and we do charge them. What these people don't understand, we keep publicizing that you must put it into a zipper bag. So it protects our sanitation guys. A lot of people don't, they just throw them out, okay? And that's why sometimes I sit there, because I will not allow them to take them, okay?
Maybe this matches
Because the people don't, they do not want to do that,
Right,
you know?
and I know it's what you talked about, it's not rap. Chief, down on Indiana, down 900 block, I'd say, white mattress laying up against, can you just ticket the owner of the property there?
Yes.
Have them wrap it, and we will pick it up, but it's been there longer than 3 weeks, and my daughter lives down that way, and I drive by it every week when I go down, so I get to hear about it too.
Mr. Ashman.
The second letter that I left on your desk, let's talk about parking. So, let me make it,
I'm sorry, Ms. Dixon, one more question on the pallet thing. You said again, some of those businesses were notified, about, and just nothing has been.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think at that point, then, I agree with what everybody else said. I think we need to have an ordinance meeting and discuss legislation, so.
perfect. I'll bring nice photos for you to enjoy.
Yes, thank you.
Question on the pallet too. Did you say on Third Street, there's somebody that'll take the pallets?
First Street.
First Street, yeah.
Yes, and if you contact the businesses and they want them picked up, because the guy frequents my place also, I'll tell him where they're at. And he just rebuilds them, he sold them to Dairy, he sold them, whoever sold them, I don't know who always sold them to, but they go around and pick them up all the time.
Sounds like a plan. Keep it in Mark's Fair, right? The second letter on your desk is pertaining to parking. So, let me make it very clear. There's obviously been some confusion with our businesses. We are shifting to a 2-hour customer parking. This is not exclusive parking available to the businesses in front of their businesses. We are hoping that by asking for the business employees to purchase paid parking within our city lot, it'll free up all the necessary parking spaces in our downtown community for our customers. So, if a business reaches out to anyone in this room asking for exclusive parking sign, the answer is no. We are shifting to all 2-hour customer parking, no exclusivity. It's public parking, and it makes it a challenge for our police department to actually be able to enforce exclusive parking. That would mean that anytime a business has a car that they think is not shopping with them or receiving veterinary services or hair services, the police department does not have the time to police every individual business. What they do have the time and the resources for right now is to police the entire street for 2-hour parking.
You need to get with the chief and get all this straightened out, because we have specific parking areas now. So, are they paid parking areas? Did they pay for them? Do we need to reimburse their money? Take all these signs down, put 2-hour parking? I already got a question about them yesterday.
Yeah.
So somebody needs to come up with one set of rules and apply that rule
So-
citywide.
That would be the letter that you all have a copy of. That is the letter that will be distributed to the businesses to make it very clear on what the policy will be moving forward. We will speak to both Redmond and, is it Eclectic?
Yes.
About the signs that were printed for them. Now, Redwood situation, we are going to offer her 2 spots, hopefully, in Redmond lot, now that that property is being vacated.
And I'm going to check with the lots we have for spots. If there are any openings, I will check tomorrow to see what openings there will be. And I can confer to you if anybody wants to contact the utility office once I find, or just contact the utility office. They will let them know if there's any open spots. Okay? So if you want to publicize that in the paper, or we'll put that online, that check with the utility office to see if there's any open lots for rent.
We will give a copy of the letter also to the tax leader that they.
Yeah, I've noticed there's signs already in front of
Yes.
businesses. Does that,
Yeah.
did
I
you
find it
start a
rather
program for
ironic.
that?
I found it rather ironic. People complained when we were looking at instituting Park Mobile for paid parking, but yet the businesses were very eager to pay for parking for their.
Well, that's a good
So-
deal.
We can't police it, so we are shifting to 2-hour customer parking.
So
I'm not
they
deviating from it
can't
again.
rent the parking space.
What?
In front of their business, they can't rent the parking space?
No. Because here's the problem. If a business isn't open on Saturday and there are signs in front of the businesses. That sends a confusing message to customers coming into Martins Ferry. Are they allowed to park there? Aren't they allowed to park there? The business is closed on Saturday and Sunday, but I want to go to a business that's open on Sunday. It makes it too challenging for our customers shopping. And what does that say to our customers if every spot is assigned to a business? If you are Redwood and those 2 spots are taken, where are you supposed to park?
Well, why don't you just apply the 2-hour parking thing? The 2-hour parking rule.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
Those signs,
if they want to lease it, fine.
no,
But there's a 2-hour parking rule that they don't.
we're not doing any exclusive parking, period. Everything is going to be 2-hour customer parking.
I think we've ridden the 2-hour parking horse long enough this evening. Is there anything else you have, Ms. Yesso?
No. Yeah, the last letter is the letter that has been going out to residents pertaining to those parking in alleys that are preventing our emergency vehicles from being able to access safely. So now you have all the communication that the safety and code is submitting currently to the residents.
Any other question for Ms. Yesso? Thank you, Mr. Schramm.
So the hair salon, I was gonna pull a parking place here to come to this meeting tonight, but there's a sign on the meter that says exclusive parking for that hair salon only. I didn't park there, I parked over here, but.
They're gonna be removed, correct, and only customer parking?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll have Jay remove them tomorrow.
the hair salon, man.
Anything else, Ms. Yesso?
No, that is everything.
Thank you. Chief West, do you have anything?
Yeah, just for one, with this parking, like who's in charge of parking? Is Ms. Yesso or Mr. Zudak?
Ms. Yesso is the safety, she's also
The parking?
code, so she'll
Okay,
be
good
over.
deal. And no one has paid for those spots yet
No.
on Redwood or electric, so we didn't have to refund anyone.
Okay,
Now, the other ones throughout town, that was before me, so I don't know.
the paid parking lots are still paid
Right.
parking lots.
I'm talking, there's a few other businesses that have a few spots also, but push that aside. I just wanted to let everyone know, I've been getting complaints about the bikes and the scooters. We will be enforcing the laws on them, trying to force some kid gets killed, and that's what scares me. They're running stop signs, they're scooting up and down the roads, it's just getting bad. So we are gonna start enforcing that with the available officers that I have. With that said, I also wanted to let you know, we did do a raid on a house up on Clinton Street. I don't know if you've seen it in the paper or not, but we did do that. It wasn't a big bust or anything, but it was a problem. So I am asking any of you, if you do get any complaints from your constituents or whatever, let me know. Because we have some other targets that we're going after, and trying to clean this place up a little bit on that end of it. Other than
That
that,
sends a message to you,
yes,
what you
and
did.
that's what we're trying.
Yes.
We really are. Like I said, it wasn't a big one, but
Gotta
it's a
start
problem.
somewhere.
So we're gonna take care of those. Anyone have any questions, anything? Yes.
So they're not allowed to ride their electric bikes in town anymore?
No, they're allowed.
Is there-
They just have to follow the rules.
Okay.
They have to
There's
stop at
rules
stop
of that.
signs.
Okay.
They have to, it's just traffic laws, that's all it is.
Oh, okay.
And before, because they're flying through stop signs, they're,
Right.
and they're gonna get hurt. We've already had one accident. And actually, it was the scooter's fault, it was going the wrong way, right in front of the gentleman's house that's in here, that, then they decided to turn and went right to the side of the car. And then I had the family say, "No, she was hit." I was like, "No, she hit the car." So, we're trying, we really are. So if you do see it, or whatever, let us know. And then if we know them, if we can get them, but we have to catch them, we have to see them doing it.
Chief, I want to ask you a question on that. What we used to do in the past, when kids had bikes and stuff, they would register their bikes for various reasons. One, in case that they were stolen, or if we see one, we can get the ticket number, we have it registered. Would we be able to charge a small fee for anybody that would have scooters, are we allowed to do that?
Yeah,
Paul, are we allowed to do that, to have all scooters registered with the police department, so we have who they would be, or address, or, and get a sticker on it that they do have it? I'm just wondering, I know we used to do that way back when I had a bike, and so on, just in case for it stolen, same thing, scooter can be stolen just like a bike can be stolen. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, I would have to look into it and see. I mean, we have laws on registering, like the golf carts and those kinds of
Yeah.
things that have to be street legal. It's these, I'll call them hybrid things that are scooters or bikes, but they have electric motors and
Yeah.
that kind of fall in this gray area. I would have to do some research and see I can look and see what we can do, and then we can go from there.
Okay, I just thought it would give something for the
We
police
have
department
ordinances.
to
We
have.
have ordinances on scooters. And now, I think it says electric bikes, to be honest with you. Back in my day, we had mopeds.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think they fall under that same category. Yes, sir.
The one thing that I've noticed is it ain't all the kids.
Oh, definitely not.
I mean, I honestly, I think the adults are worse than the kids, watching them ride around.
And they're not all electric, there's gas ones.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, well, there's one right by the house, you can hear it. I know you know the guy.
Yes. Well, I know a couple of them.
Yeah.
So, there's one that, he comes up from Bridgeport. You'll see him on the sidewalk. Coming
Yeah,
Across, the
yeah.
thing. It's probably faster than most cars in town. I mean, it's really,
You
Well,
know,
you-
that one about
you know-
45 mile an hour.
yeah.
But they have to abide by the rules we do driving our cars, right?
Correct.
Everything across the board.
It is, but if you're riding on city streets, you are supposed to stop at stop signs. You were supposed to stop, you know, no red lights, but the stop sign.
Signal.
And the speed limit.
Signal, everything, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
So, that's all I'm asking. You know, I just want the kids, I don't wanna see one get.
It's a safety issue for
Really bad.
everybody.
Yeah.
And not just,
Motorists
I mean,
and bikes.
you know, anyone. So, with that, just.
Just curious, do those electric bikes have to be, like, to legally drive in the city, obviously follow traffic laws? Do they have to have license plates, like be registered?
I don't think so, not those ones,
Okay.
the golf carts do.
Okay.
You have to register those, I know, but, for these, I don't believe so. Back in the day, we had to with mopeds, that was through the county. That
Right.
wasn't through us, so, but I do remember the bicycle thing, getting that little
Yeah.
sticker and putting
Right.
it on
Yeah.
there. But that was, I don't even know when that ended, you know, but.
That was mostly for like, they lost, somebody.
Right, yeah, well, it was like a buck or something that,
Pay for a sticker.
I remember back in the
Yeah.
day, but other than that, yes, sir.
Do you think the DMV has rules on it?
Well,
Because if it's any kind of engine at all,
it would fall under the, we have an ordinance on the scooters and stuff. I don't know if that would fall under the actual BMV just because of, but if they're on city streets and they're doing their thing, I mean,
Mr. Schramm?
See if you've been able to catch any action at the hospital in the last couple of weeks.
well, we have not caught anyone, but we know they've been in there. I did get a hold of, Mr. Ramsey, who I spoke to him in length on a few issues up there. That he ended up sending his maintenance guy Vito up, and me and him have been speaking the last few days. So he's securing it up the best he can. It's a shame what's going on there. I had 2 more water breaks and pretty bad ones. I mean, we found the one up in the long-term care. It was pretty bad. And then the one just recently,
Yeah.
there was supposedly per Vito, and I don't know if it's true, said there was like 4 or 5 foot of water in the basement. So with that said, you know, it's just, it's sad. It's sad.
Place gonna be destroyed by the time it gets.
Well,
sold.
there's a lot of things that needed to be kept warm. There's a lot of things that electric was supposed to, should have been turned on, but that's beyond me.
do you have any clues or any,
Mr. Harris, there's so many ways in and out of this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we did
do you think
catch
it's
a
an
couple
out-
juveniles.
It's a out-of-town gang?
I don't believe they're all from Martins Ferry. There's a lot of copper being stripped. There's a lot of that, and they're just leaving it. And what's bad where they're doing it, you can't see them.
Yeah.
You know, a unless you physically go back in there.
Right, chief, it's pitch black.
It is, it's very black. And then some other things were found there that I told the officers, unless we get a call or we see someone physically, don't go through that place. Because doors locked behind you, there's just a lot of stuff that they just walked away from.
Just out of curiosity, Steve puts security dogs in there?
Well, then you got a liability. Now, we do take our dog in from time to time,
Okay.
but he's on a leash, and so that's that.
That's just an idea.
Back in the day, that might have worked, but I don't know about nowadays.
Until you actually been in there, chief,
Oh, yeah.
it's pitch black, even with a flashlight, with all these, you got rooms left, right, you got corridors left, right. It's like a maze that you can get lost in there.
In the old part to the new part.
Get
Oh,
in
man.
there.
Transitioning.
Bad.
Get in
So-
there, fall down, yeah.
So it is, it's a lot. It is.
Is there any more questions for the chief?
I do have one more.
Go ahead.
Mr. President. Chief, I know you talked to the gentleman, somebody needs to come in there and somehow get those doors bolted and locked, okay? And like some of the windows have been broken out, they need to get somebody in for the safety issues
Correct.
of our residents, even if they are our residents or not. I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. And like I said, there's a lot of windows that are broke, glass is still hanging.
Well, they've already started. He actually, yesterday, I met with him and his wife down there. He actually showed me the bars that they're gonna put on, and they're gonna screw them through and
Yeah.
big top
Okay.
bolts or whatever, and whatever they're called, carriage bolts.
Yes.
And, he has all the plans for that, showed me the bars they're gonna be using. And they also are, boarding up those windows.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the
so-
best they can do.
Exactly.
If people want to get in there, because there is no lighting down there, you can't be patrolling it 24/7.
Correct.
You can come in at multiple angles, areas.
And they could be gone.
You know.
I mean, we went in the one day, and I noticed one door was shut, we come back out, it was open. So I don't know if we chased them through and they took off out that way, don't know. So, anything else?
Thank you, chief.
What's that?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Chief, appreciate it.
Yes.
Get down to reports of committees, finance and audit, Mr. Hunker.
No report.
Street? No. Street, Mr. Smay.
No report.
Ordinance, Mr. Agnew.
We did meet, on the ordinance for, snow removal, not throwing snow into the streets, and so.
Okay. Sewer sidewalk, Mr. Eshman.
No report.
Safety, Mr. Schramm.
Recently went out to Dome Ford to get a price on a new Ford Explorer police car. It's pretty mind-boggling. I've got it here with me. I'm gonna go over it with Chief West one day this week, and there's so
Okay.
many packages on these cars, it's mind-boggling.
Thank you. Cemetery, Mr. Roby's not here. Public relations, Mr. Eshman.
No report.
Code administration.
No report.
Real estate and ground, building and grounds, Mr. Hunker.
No report.
Income tax, Mr. Eshman.
No report.
Are there any other committees that want to make a report at this time? Thank you. That brings us down to citizens, hearing of citizens that have any relative matter to come before council. If you come to the microphone, you have got 5 minutes to speak. Give your name and address, and we'll listen. Go ahead.
Hello, the name is Richard Horde, 915 Virginia Street. First thing, I'd like to get an update regarding the repairs, status of repair work being done on the city building.
We haven't moved forward with any repairs on the city building yet. First of all, obviously, you're not gonna do the work in the winter.
Right.
So to answer your question is it's kind of been put on a back burner currently.
Okay. Yeah, there've been some people that have asked, and I thought, oh, we'll ask at the meetings. When weather changes, then things will begin.
Well, we'll look at doing the work when the weather changes. I mean, it's an expensive proposition. It's close to $1 million.
Oh, yeah, I understand, thank you. Yeah, it looks like, but it's safe, you would say, the building
We're
is?
here every day.
Okay. Walk
We're
by
here
it and all
every day.
that, and it's like, ugh. Okay, well, you would know. Thank you. Also, too, is there anything, just curious, happening to the former Valley Lending vending machine company down on South 4th Street? I know there was, months ago, they put in new windows and everything. I thought maybe there was a business moving in, but I haven't seen or heard anything for a long, long time. I was just wondering if there's any word out there as to
It's a
what might
privately
possibly
owned
happen.
building that, they're basically putting some money into it, fix it up for their private use. They are business people, so if they decide to lease it out when it's time, they'll lease it out. And until then, I think they're just upgrading the building some.
Okay, okay. Also, too, any word on the former PNC Bank building and Keith Summers' law office? I see the for sale signs on both buildings are no longer there, and I was wondering if they've been sold, or if maybe they've just been taken off the market, or what.
The PNC Bank was purchased by a local businessman. As
Oh.
far as Mr. Summers' building, I don't know who purchased that. It did belong to, I believe, Klempa, and it was up for sale. And I also went by and looked at this, because I was thinking about possibly purchasing the building, and I seen the for sale sign was gone. So I'm not really sure what transpired there yet.
Okay. Could be something very positive. We can hope. And I was wondering too, if there might be a possibility that street, I think it's a 1200 block of Indiana Street, might be named in honor of John Laszlo possibly. I know this street is named after James Wright, and John Laszlo did so much for the city of Martins Ferry. And that's where his house had been located, and just want to throw that out for consideration.
That would be up to city council.
I understand. Well, city council, if you can consider that, I'd appreciate it. Had a very positive impact on the city of Martins Ferry, and it's nice to say thank you in such a way, I think. My opinion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other citizen would like to speak for our city?
My name is Ben Bentz. I'm a local business owner, also part of the Park District Board. I just usually come in the wintertime and say thank you to everybody for, as also I'm a president. Actually, my term's up at the end of this past year, but I was for the past 6 years president of Martins Ferry Aquatic Club, and we had a wonderful season last year. The pool, Joey, I always compliment him every time because it's well deserved. We had a wonderful time at the pool last year, and I just wanted to come in and say thank you for the support. The rec center seems to be doing well as of last year, and everything that we went through. Had a good time. Every time we had an issue, we got it fixed. So thank you for all that. Had a very successful season. I'm no longer president of the aquatic club, but it's looking like attendance is going to be good for this coming year, and hoping everything is fine, and hope that the support continues for that going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other citizen? That brings us down to our reading of ordinance, consideration of ordinance and resolutions. The first ordinance, please. I'll get that.
I have to wait 72 hours.
Okay, these both ordinances have to be, the 72-hour rule is in effect. We have to waive the rules. Mr. Hunker,
I'll make that motion.
second. Mr. Agnew, Reverend Agnew, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hunker,
Yes.
Mr. Eschman,
Yes.
Mr. Smay,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Reverend Agnew,
Yes.
and Mr. Shrimp.
Yes.
By that, will you suspended the rules? What is the further, would you read the ordinance, please?
Yes. An ordinance regarding piling of snow and ice on city streets and private property. First reading.
Mr. Eschman.
I make a motion, we suspend the rules.
Mr. Eschman votes to suspend the rules. Is there a second by Mr. Schramm? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Eschman.
Yes.
Mr. Smay.
Yes.
Mr. Harris.
Yeah.
Reverend Agnew.
Yes.
Mr. Schramm.
Yes.
Mr. Hunker.
Yes.
By that order, you've suspended the rules, and what's the further action of council? Mr. Hunker,
Pass as read, please.
is there a second? Mr. Reverend Agnew? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hunker.
Yes.
Mr. Eschman.
Yes.
Mr. Smay.
Yes.
Mr. Harris.
Yes.
Reverend Agnew.
Yes.
And Mr. Schramm.
Yes.
By that, you have passed that ordinance. Let's do 72-hour rule in a second, too. And the second ordinance, we have the 72-hour rule is in effect. I need a motion to suspend the 72-hour rule. Mr. Hunker, second by Mr. Schramm. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hunker?
Yes.
Mr. Ashman?
Yes.
Mr. Smay?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Reverend Agnew?
Yes.
Mr. Schramm?
Yes.
By that action, you suspended the rules. What is the further action of council? Mr. Hunker?
Suspend the rules.
Mr. Hunker, is there a second by two?
Oh. Did I
We
read
wanna
it?
read
I
it.
didn't read it.
You gotta read
Oh,
it.
sorry. Let's not suspend the rules that time.
Yeah,
Cancel that.
I'm gonna read it. Okay. An ordinance authorizing the service director to solicit bids from an oil, or for an oil and gas lease, and for the mayor to execute the same.
You've heard a reading of the ordinance. What is the pleasure of Mr. Hunker?
Suspend the rules.
Suspend the rules. Is there a second? Mr. Reverend Agnew? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hunker?
Yes.
Mr. Ashman?
Yes.
Mr. Smay?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Reverend Agnew?
Yes.
And Mr. Schramm?
Yes.
By that, you have suspended the rules. What's the further action of council?
Pass it.
Reverend Agnew to pass the, and Mr. Ashman to second. Roll call vote, please.
Reverend Agnew?
Yes.
Mr. Schramm?
Yes.
Mr. Hunker?
Yes.
Mr. Ashman?
Yes.
Mr. Smay?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
By that action, you've passed that ordinance. Mr. Sutak?
Thank you, Mr. President. Real quick, Paul, since they passed that, do you want to contact the gentleman that is good, and then we could...
Yeah, I'll bring over what he signed and
Okay, and,
let him know he can come pick it up.
okay, perfect. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sutak, were you gonna ask for a committee meeting of the service and utility committees?
Yes,
Okay, if they get with you, with Mr. Sutak, you can have that meeting.
okay, I talked to Mr. Hunker, and who would be chairman of service?
Service. Jim Schramm.
Okay, you want to get back with me when it would be a good day to have that meeting?
I'm
One day
fine
next
any
week?
day this week.
We can do it this week if you want, yeah.
Well,
Mr. Roby's on.
Mr. Roby is on one of those committees, and he's on vacation.
He's on utility with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you need you need to talk now?
Yeah, we'd like to have it, or we can wait till next week. Is he gonna be back next week?
I don't know that.
So, I don't know how to get a hold of him. We need to probably touch base with that committee on a couple
Okay.
issues.
Mr. Ashburn?
I'm on service, just let everybody know, I'll be out till Sunday, so I can try to make a meeting after Sunday, but by all means, if you need to meet earlier, and I can't be there, just, let me know, give me a call. what's going on.
Well, let's wait till next week to see if Mr. Roby comes back, or we'll try to find out when he comes back and set up something for next week. Is that
Could
good?
you contact him, Mr. Schramm?
Yeah, I'll contact Mr. Roby.
Okay.
You wanna schedule it for like
Wednesday?
Wednesday the 25th,
Okay,
and I'll get a hold of him, and if
Okay.
he's back, we'll
Okay with
go
Okay.
through with it.
Wednesday,
About 10
Yeah, if we can.
Wednesday, 10 a.m. I can, yeah, yeah,
okay, 10 o'clock?
that works.
Gus?
I'm good whenever you guys are.
Okay. Wednesday, 10 a.m.?
Mr. Schramm, I don't have my
As of
planner.
now.
I don't have my planner in front of me. I can't do anything about my planner. If something comes up, I'll let you know, but to my knowledge, this coming Wednesday, next week, Wednesday at 10 a.m. should be good for me.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that settled?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
That brings us down to miscellaneous business. Anything on miscellaneous? Yes, sir, Mr. Harris?
Yeah, did he say on the 25th?
Yes.
I'll be up to Pittsburgh on the 25th. I have the VA appointment at 9 o'clock. So I can't make it on Wednesday. Can they make it like any other day?
Thursday?
Is Thursday good?
Oh, sorry. For service and utility? Yes, Thursday
Yeah.
should be good.
Okay, thanks.
10 a.m. again?
Yeah.
Thursday at 10, okay, that's great.
Okay, Mr.
What
Schramm?
are we doing now?
Report of the officers of the
No
city.
Wednesday, now it's Thursday?
Yes.
For both?
Yeah, Thursday.
Okay.
Can we put the ordinance maybe like 11 the same day?
Sure.
Okay.
That's you, me, and again, Mr. Roby, so. He's gonna have a lot to be information brought on him.
Mr. Schramm, you have something?
On the ordinance committee meeting,
Yes, sir.
I would like to be there. What time? At 11?
11,
Okay. I
that
have
work
a,
for you?
I have
Everything's on Thursday.
a trial at 9.
Mhm.
I should be back by then unless something goes
Well, let me
wrong.
know if you can't, we'll move
But,
it.
so we can just keep it at that time and I
Okay.
may be a few minutes late.
All right, thank you, sir.
Mr.
Just bring
Schramm?
donuts, right? Is that good?
Coffee and donuts.
He'll take you to lunch and dinner both.
Get better by the moment.
Mr. Schramm?
Mayor, I'd like to see us do a proclamation for Vince Keller. I'll find out the date, but I think it's either end of March. They've been in business for 100 years.
Right, can you give me an opening date and a closing date?
Yeah, I'll get the
Or
information
an
for you.
opening date and a 100-year? And that way I can get it.
Okay.
Mr. Ashman?
I would like to make a motion that we excuse Mr. Roby from tonight's meeting.
All in favor?
Oh, well, you need a second.
Oh, do I need to say, Mr. Smay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, anything else? Mr. Schramm?
Make a motion to note, we received reports of officers and management.
Is there a second to that
Incorporate these into
motion?
the minutes.
Mr. Reverend Agnew, all in favor?
Aye.
Is there anything else to be brought before council? Mr. Schramm, Mr. Hunker?
Yeah, I got this PO here Andy give me for the Beretta Dutch Hill project. And I'd like to make a motion that we give them approval back.
There a motion that we proceed with that? Is there a second, Mr. Schramm, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Roll call?
Yeah,
Do a
probably
roll
do a
call, do a roll call, okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, I did not get the motion.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
It's for the Dutch Hill project.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
The project, how much was it for?
279,925.
251, 157, 86. Dutch Hill project. Thank you.
Okay.
Got a roll call vote, please.
Uh-huh. Mr. Hunker?
Yes.
Mr. Ashman?
Yes.
Mr. Smag?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Reverend Agnew?
Yes.
And Mr. Schramm?
Yes.
By that, you passed that. Is there anything else to be brought before council? Is there a motion to adjourn? Nobody wants to adjourn. Mr. Reverend Agnew, motion to adjourn.
Yes.
We adjourn with a salute to the flag.
We have a second on that adjournment.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I was just gonna ask who seconded it. Seconded it, yeah.
Oh, did we,
You get nervous?
Jack,
Stuttering?
did this need to be noted that we received? Okay.
Jim? Sent all reports off.
Report, which includes this.
Yes.
Statement cash, okay.
Mr. Mayor, don't leave. Mr. Mayor.
Mayor.
He's on vote.
I gave you the No, I just gave you. Therefore, I have it. How do I put it back? No, I don't know how to put it back. I thought you needed to use it now. I think I was a freshman and you were.
Yes, sir.
That would have been like this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him again. He's gone already. He's gotta raise his damn hand. I know that. Yeah.
I was a little kid, I used to be very like.
I know, yeah, I talked to him once about it, and he just ignores everything.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Tell me about it, there's nothing there. I have what?